Hi, welcome back to my channel. I've had a few emails from people asking me to do a reading on the Talking to Heaven deck. I had been pulling a wee card with the weekly energies. I've since had some emails asking me if I would do a full reading. So what I've done is I've set 2 cards in each row. This one will be 1, this one will be 2, and this one will be 3. So if you're interested in this, getting a message from a loved one that's passed over, what I would do is, for a wee minute, close your eyes and think about the loved one and pick a number, 1, 2 or 3, and see if that message resonates for you of the pile that you chose. It might be none of them resonate. It might be that you could get something from all of them. But I just thought I'd do it this way so that people could, have a wee minute meditation on the person they're wanting a message from and what pile they would like the message to come from. So I'll just give you like 30 seconds or something to shut your eyes and have a wee think about that before picking what pile. So we've got 1, 2 and 3. If you want to just meditate now. Okay, I'll start with the messages from pile 1. So the first card I have here says, I had to leave that way. It's a beautiful card. So the book says, please don't relive my death in your mind. As from my perspective, it was very different from how you imagine. To me, it was like a dream that culminated in a very happy ending. Yes, I was so sad to leave you, our loved ones, and our life together. But I have to be honest and say that I am truly happy here. My soul is so rich by all that I'm learning, and I'm still able to be with and help you. I am finally free of all earthly suffering, which allows me to love you even more than before. My life plan was designed with divine wisdom, and that included the timing and the way in which I exited. It is the same with your life and everyone else's. It's exciting to finally know these truths and to share them with you. Please know that as I'm truly sorry that the mode of my passing brought pain to you, and yet everything happened exactly as it was supposed to happen. You couldn't have stopped it or changed anything. There was no other way. So that's quite comforting to know if you have been blaming yourself for things that, were out of your control, and it was also out of their control. That was just the way it was meant to be. So your second card is we will be together again, and that's really beautiful that they came out together like that. So it says, because our souls are intertwined by shared missions and unfinished business, we are destined to be together. For now, I will be with you in my non-physical form, functioning as a guide and loving companion. While I can't give the guidance that God or an angel would, I can lend my support and strength to help and protect you. Once your life is complete, we will reunite in spirit form, when I'll remind you of the ways of the wondrous non-physical world. I can tell you now that there's nothing to fear about dying, and yet you must live your life completely in order to fulfill your mission. When the time is right, you and I will have other physical lives together, ones that are perfectly orchestrated to help others and to create spiritual growth for both of us. That's really lovely messages that are there, and I really hope that that has comforted and helped somebody. If that was the number that you picked, number one, and these messages resonated with you, I hope that that has been of some help to you and gave you some comfort. So, number two, the first card for anyone who chose number two's message is, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. These cards are just beautiful. Every single one of them is just gorgeous. And they all have absolutely beautiful messages on them. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realised that you weren't ready to let me go, and in many ways I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I've received spiritual counselling to help me see the big picture of my life and death. I now understand that I had to leave the way I did. It was part of my soul contract, and yours as well. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all the beautiful moments we shared together, along with the lessons I learned from the difficult times. It's all divinely perfect. And as we were saying there, everything does happen for a reason, and it seems really unfair at the time, and it doesn't seem as if there should be a reason, but there's a bigger plan for us all, I believe. So your next card is, we have been together in dreams. Is that focusing? When you are dreaming, I can more easily connect with you. That's why you've seen and felt my presence while you slept. Sometimes you fully remember our dream connections, and other times you have a sense that we were together without a clear memory. These experiences are very real. Your soul is travelling while you dream, and I meet you at a similar vibrational level where we can talk, share, and heal together. These dream connections make me as happy as they do you. I'm also delighted to help you understand their meaning in our conversations. So, for any of you that are having dreams, or you smell a smell, you feel a tickle on your face, all of these things are signs that they're trying to connect with you. There's all sorts of messages that come to you, and I think at the beginning we don't know how to receive them, but I think if it's something you want hard enough and you want, you will be open to receive, and you'll start to notice wee things. But dreams the best way. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you remember a dream, try writing it down, because when you fall back asleep and you wake up in the morning, it's gone. Try and keep a wee dream journal and write down anything that's coming to you, because you might understand if it is messages after you read it over. So now we're on to number three for anyone who picked number three. So your first card says, there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So life is short, it's true, and it's even shorter from my heavenly vantage point. where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than a blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life because I love you and because time is in abundance here. We don't measure time as you do because time is a figment of the physical world. On earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity, and my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. That's a gorgeous message. Like, so your next card says, there is no such thing as death. I am as much alive as you are because our souls are a life force energy that can now be extinguished. Only my body has been released, and that was a dense form of energy that was affected by other dense earthly energies. My soul and yours are beautifully fine, high vibrational energies which live for eternity. I am conscious and fully aware of who I am and where I am. You might even say that I'm more aware now that I'm free of the distractions of the physical world. Please know that I am happy and healthy in the spiritual sense. In many ways, I'm even more available to you than I was on earth because I'm more alive than ever. So the messages are amazing, like really amazing. They're with you all the time. It's only their outer body, the outer shell, that has failed the soul. You know, I believe that we have a soul contract and our spirit takes on this vessel, and sometimes the vessel withers before the soul's ready to wither. And they're still about you. You know, the spirit of them, the soul of them is still there. Like if you you could smell their aftershave or perfume, you could, you know, like sometimes when I've lost someone myself and I go, oh, I need to tell them that, and then I forget that they're not there anymore, and I go to tell them and I think, oh, they would have liked to have heard that. You know, if it was something that we'd already spoke about previous to it happening, and then I just like tell them anyway. I just tell them, and you know, I'm open to receive back. I go to sleep with a book beside my bed so that I can write down what I get through. If I get any messages about anyone else or, you know, whatever comes into me, I write it all down so that I don't forget a single thing. If a message is for a certain person, I write it down to make sure they get that message passed to them. So it's a really, really good idea to have a wee book beside your bed for your dreams. I'm just looking at all these cards as they're set out just now. I don't know if I can do this with my camera, but I just want to show you something. Okay, so this is the order of the three messages that so the first card said, I had to leave that way. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. We will be together again. We have been together in dreams. There is no such thing as death. That is quite strange, isn't it? How that all rolls in as if it's one big message. I don't know if my camera is good enough for you to get the focus of this. I think that's amazing that the cards, although there's individual messages there, that looks as if there's one big message for someone. I've messed it up now. I really hope this has helped somebody. As I say, I had a few emails asking me to do these messages. I wasn't really sure how to approach it, because I'm here to help people and I don't ever want to offend anybody or upset anybody or put them in a bad place. So I really I like it that people have asked me for them. And I hope it resonates with people out there. I hope it comforts them and helps them to move on. If the messages were a help to you, if you would like to see this kind of thing again, then put a wee comment below. And if it's not appropriate for you, I will write in the description box that it is talking to heaven messages. So if you find it inappropriate for you, then I'll do that each time I put these videos up so that people know what they are, and then you just don't need to click into them, because as I say, I've had requests for them. So if they're inappropriate for you, then like, I apologise, but just don't click into them then. I hope they have helped somebody. So I'll leave the reading there today, and sending you lots and lots of blessings. Love and light. Speak to you again. Bye.